A Des Moines man was arrested after Davenport police say he took 4 children that he did not know from a skate park. 23-year-old Leo Ekholm has been charged with 4 counts of child endangerment. Police say shortly after 9 on Saturday night, Ekholm took all the children, all between the ages of 10 and 13, in his convertible with the top down. Police say he drove recklessly to the point that the kids nearly fell out of the car. Ekholm is also accused of driving the children into Illinois at a high rate of speed, weaving in traffic, and driving on the shoulder.
Last night, the Des Moines City Council approved the proposed flagship location of Hyper Energy Bar downtown. The project at Southwest 11th and MLK required several design exceptions to city zoning rules. Hyper argued the site's shape, easements, and other limitations make a traditional downtown development difficult. Some residents urged the council to reject the plan, saying a drive-through doesn't fit the city's vision for downtown. Now, ultimately, council members approved that project on a 6-1 vote.
You have this vibrancy from the diversity of uses in a downtown, and it's not to say that that you could make a case for an entire row of River North to just be drive-throughs. I don't think anybody would want that, but I do see that there's, thinking of not everything has to be conformed to one style of building or use.
Chris Whalen, who you just heard from right there, says his design is also pedestrian and bike friendly.
Also at the City Council meeting last night, the Des Moines Council unanimously moved forward with a $1 million plan for exterior improvements to the downtown Skyway system. There was debate among City Council members regarding the 5th Avenue Skywalk Bridge between Locust and Grand. One council member proposed delaying roughly $73,000 in repairs, while the city explores whether the bridge could just instead be removed entirely.
And this is one of the few places that is completely redundant in the Skywalk and not going to any particular destinations.
Except for the hotel, for the parking, is that who you said uses it the most?
Well, but the owner of that parking garage is okay with this.
The motion to remove the 5th Avenue Bridge from the discussion failed, and the council moved forward with repairs to all the Skywalk bridges.
The Libertarian Party of Iowa says a medical emergency is preventing Marco Battaglia from continuing his campaign for Iowa's 3rd congressional district. A party spokesperson says that they will hold a nominating convention on Sunday to find a replacement candidate. Last month, a judge upheld a state objection panel decision keeping Battaglia off the ballot, saying that the name Marco Battaglia is a stage name and that his legal name, Mark Anderson, would have to be used for ballot access. In a statement to Local 5, Democrat Sarah Trungariot, who is Battaglia's opponent in the 3rd district race, said, quote, "My prayers are with Marco and his family for a full and speedy recovery." Local 5 also reached out to Republican Zach Nunn, but we haven't heard back. It's now 5:06, and State Auditor Rob Sand says our state is showing improvements on nursing home inspections, and we are now meeting the federal requirements.
Sand says nursing homes are being inspected more often than 2024, up to every 12 months compared to every 17. In the report, Sand also says Iowa is inspecting nursing homes at a rate faster than neighboring states. When comparing how many individual nursing homes failed to meet Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services requirements, there were 85% in 2024, and now that number is just under 3%. While inspections are improving, so are the turnover rates, from 54% to 44%. However, Sand says they're still too high.
I think it's important for the state to be looking at what their job situations look like and why it would be that 45% of the people in those jobs are no longer employed in those jobs within the next year. That'd be my biggest flag, because in general, the more continuity you have for those people, the more they're able to establish a relationship with the residents in those homes.
And we reached out to the governor's office about this report, who claims in part, quote, "The auditor's attempt to take credit for something he had absolutely nothing to do with is ridiculous. His misleading 2024 report used outdated data and the wrong federal metrics."
It's now 5:07. This upcoming school year, the Agri-science program at Des Moines Public Schools will return. This is after the program went on a hiatus due to declining enrollment and to also allow time to restructure. A steering committee was formed to look at ways to make the program more accessible and redo the curriculum. The school district says the new curriculum will be fluid and will adjust based on what students want.
We're building our own curriculum versus farming some in from outside resources, and we want to give the best opportunity to our students in the direction that they want to go.
The program will continue to teach students to care for plants and animals.
WWE Monday Night Raw was back in Des Moines last night. Many people were lined up downtown to see the event over at the Casey Center. It's the first time it was back here in more than a year. We caught up with a family where a shared love of wrestling has become a tradition.
I was a fan when I was a kid and kind of went away from it, but then these two came along, and it's a great thing to kind of enjoy as a family. So especially when it comes to Des Moines, it's a great event for the city, and there's so much camaraderie with other people in line, and it's just it's a great thing to do with the whole family.